Okay, today I'm spending a little time talking about the VI editor. The VI editor exists by default on almost every Unix system you're ever going to get on. And I'll tell you, like an old guy told me one time, when I was first starting my computer science program way back in the olden days, the system we're using had some other editor on it that was called Pico. It was very user-friendly, very easy to use. But this old guy had been around a while. Was like, you guys using Pico are setting yourself up for failure. He's like, you need to learn how to use VI. It's on every Unix system you'll ever get on, and it's just the editor Unix people use. So if you want to be a Unix or Linux person, just use VI. And I took his advice and I quit using the lame editor and started using VI, and I'm glad I did. VI is pretty unintuitive, if you will, for the uninitiated. But once you understand how to use it and all the functionality that you can use with it and all the different keystrokes to do different things, it can be very powerful in manipulating, screw-ups and stuff like that. So today we'll just run through some of the basics on VI. First off, to get into VI, you type VI. You can type VI, and that will put you in, and you don't have a file name. So if you make a file, a new file, say you put some text in there, text, 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 text. So say I get in there, I put a new file in there. Once you're done typing, I haven't told you that yet. So anyway, just bear with me for a few minutes. Once you get ready to save it, you can tell it the file name when you do this, file1, and that gets out. Another way you can start VI is you can put VI and you can put the file name as the argument to the command, and then that will open a file named file2. So now I'm in a file called file2. I can put some text in there, text, 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 right? When I get out, I now have a file called file1 and file2. So if you have a file that already exists that you want to open, you can do that with VI and put the file name. So in this case, I want to open an existing file called file1. So there we go. Now I'm in my file1. If you want to, well, let's take a step back. There are 3 modes with VI. One is, let's see what the book calls it, make sure I use the right thing. There's insert mode, I believe it calls it. Command mode. Insert mode, command mode, and EX mode. So insert mode is where you can put text in. To get into insert mode, you can do any number of things, but the easiest is to press the I. Once you press the I, it changes to insert down at the bottom. See, it says insert, and now you can type. This is just like typing. Anytime you want to type, hit enter to get a new line. I just hit enter again to get another new line. That's how you put text in, just inserting. When you're done typing, you press escape to get out of insert mode. Now I'm back in command mode. In command mode, you can do things like move around the lines. You can enter other commands that will do things for you. So let's talk about some other ways you can get into insert mode. If you press the lowercase I, that will insert where you are. So I was on the U in U, and I press lowercase I, so now any characters I put are going to go in before the U. Characters go before the U. Right? Hit escape again to get out. If you want to insert after the U, you can press a lowercase a for append, and now you can lowercase a appends after. So lowercase a will put you in insert mode, but it will put you in insert mode behind the character you are on. So let's hit escape again. So if you want to open a new line underneath the line you're on, you can press an O, and that'll put a new line underneath the line you're on. Lowercase o opens a new line below. Hit escape when you're done. Say I'm on this line. Say I want to open the line above. Uppercase O will open a new line above. Alright? Lowercase I puts text in front of the character you're on. Lowercase a appends text after the character you're on. Lowercase o opens the new line below the line you're on. Uppercase O will open a new line above. If you want to put text at the beginning of the line, let's go down here. If you have an uppercase I think. My caps lock key on. Yes. If you put a uppercase I inserts at the beginning of the line. Alright? So uppercase I will put you in insert mode with the cursor at the beginning of the line. If you want to append at the end of the line, a capital A, let me put uppercase A will append at the end of the line. So that's some different ways you can do things. Do you have to remember all that? No. You can just use the I and just move the cursor around or however you want to get to wherever you want to do to put in a new line. If you want to put in a new line below something, actually you need to remember the A, because if I wanted to put something at the end of this line, there's no way to do that with the I. So I do an A and hit enter if you can't remember the O. But those are some combinations that will help you get into insert mode where you want to get into insert mode. So that's how you can put text in. How can you get text out? Well, if you put if you're in command mode, first off, you got to be in command mode, right? If you're in command mode, using the X character will delete single characters, right? You can combine the X character with a number to delete that number character. So say I wanted to delete 5 characters, I could do 5X, and that deleted 5 characters. You can delete entire lines using the DD key sequence. I just hit DD, that delete lines. If I want to delete 2 lines, any guesses what I might be able to do for that? 2 DD will delete 2 lines. Anytime you delete anything in command mode, it gets put into your buffer, and that can be, the contents of your buffer can be replaced into the file using the P key. So now I just deleted 2 lines. I'm going to press P, and that's going to paste those 2 lines below where I was on the line. So here we have, I had the 2 lines I deleted, got repasted. So here, let me cut 3 more. 3 DD, I deleted those 3 lines. We go down here and P for paste. I pasted them. If you don't want to paste them, do you have to paste them? No. If you just want the lines gone, DD, like I wanted that blank line gone, DD is gone. I don't have to go paste it. The next time I do another keystroke command that will save the key, that'll be gone. That buffer will be overridden. So another, that was deleting a line and put it. You can also do that with single characters. One of my favorite keystrokes is, say you have a typo. Say I have a typo there. I transpose the characters. Get on the first one that's wrong, hit X to delete it, and P to put it. So you pretty much use X and P to transpose those characters. So that is deleting. Another thing you can do is you can use the delete key to delete a word. DW will delete a word. So I just did DW, delete a word. I believe you can do 2 DW to delete 2 words. All right. You can also do another special character in VI is the $sign. That means in the lines you can do delete $sign, which is shift 4, and that deletes to the end of the line. I believe you can also do delete caret, which would be shift 6, and that'll delete to the beginning of the line. Let's try that. Delete caret. Yeah, so that was deleted to the beginning of the line. All it was left with was the E. So D $sign will delete to the end of the line. Let's summarize some of these things. D caret will delete to the beginning of the line. DD will delete a line. DW will delete a word. X will delete a single character. Well, let me leave that typo. Single character. character, dd, dw, d, and x can be combined with a number. So 3dd will delete 3 lines. So there we go. So another thing we can do, we can replace a single character with the R key. There I had a typo, so I can press R, G to replace the C with a G, and I'm still in command mode. If I wanted to do that the other way, I would have to, a less efficient way, I'll do X to delete the C, I to insert the G, and then escape to get back out to command mode. So let's see, we talked about creating a file, inserting, editing, deleting text. I believe we did that. Search and replace text. In the extended mode, you can search for and replace text. So to get the extended mode, you hit escape, hit the colon, and you get this little colon down here, and then you can do extended mode commands. So for example, say I want to change will into some other word or something. I first have to tell it how far you want to do it. So if I only want to do it on the first 4 lines, I could say 1, 4, substitute will for won't. Alright, so I'll do that and hopefully that'll work. So yeah, so there on the first 4 lines, I change will to won't, right? Which makes that untrue now. But hopefully you guys are aware of that. If I wanted to do it on every file, every line in the file, I could do 1, $sign. $sign usually means the end. So from the first line to the last line, I want to substitute will for won't. And now that did it everywhere. So let's go up here and do something else. Let's put another won't on this line, just for demonstration purposes. So now let's change won't back to $1, substitute won't back to will for fun, still will for fun. And let's see what happens with this. If you look at this, it changed it everywhere, but it didn't change this second one I put in there. The natural behavior of that substitute is it only substitutes the first match. So if you want to substitute all matches, let's change this back to won't for fun. If you want to change all matches, then you have to add an extra character at the end of your thing. So I want to change won't to will. I want to do it globally. That means do it everywhere, not just the first match. So now if I run this, it changed them both. So that's substituting text. Will you use that? Yeah, you probably will, because sometimes you have stuff you don't want. And I'll do an example of that in a second. So another thing our book said we should know how to do is how to add text from other files. So if you hit escape, I recommend hitting escape all the time. I pretty much hit escape neurotically to try to make sure I'm in the right mode. The colon, and you can tell it, I want you to read, and then some file name. So I have a file named subnet chart2.csv that I used for something I was doing yesterday. So I just read a file into my existing file. So now I have this in here. Right? I want to substitute. I want to get rid of those double quotes, because the way I exported this from Excel, I put the double quotes, and double quotes are just going to screw my scripts up. So I want to get rid of those double quotes. So using the syntax we just used, we can go to extended mode, $1:$. I want to substitute double quote for nothing. Hey, that's cool, right? You can delete things using the substitute command. I want to do it globally to get rid of every instance. First, let's not do the globally and see what happens. Hey, didn't do globally. It only got rid of the first set of colons. So yeah, you can do that command several times to get rid of all of them. But I want to put the G for global to get rid of them all. So hey, look at that, got rid of them all. Another key I didn't talk about is the U key. The U key will undo stuff you just did. So if I hit U now, hopefully it'll bring back my double colons because I wanted those back. I hit it again, it brought back the other set I did. So U character will bring back things you have done. It will undo things. Saving a file, I showed you how to save the file, but I didn't really, I saved the file, but I didn't really tell you what to do. To save a file, hit escape, colon, and then W for write. Write will save the file. If you want to save the file with a different name, you can do W new name to give it a different name. And now you'll be in the new file editing with the new name. If you want to save the file and get out, you can save the file and quit. Q for quit. If, say, you went in there and being a VI novice that you are, you severely jacked up your file, you jacked it up so bad that the U key can't undo all the mistakes you've made, and you just want to get out and start over. Well, you do that, you can do :Q. But if you do :Q, it's going to be like, hey, yo, you changed the file. I'm not letting you out unless you tell me you really mean it. So if you really mean it, you can do :Q, exclamation point, meaning I want to quit, and I know I saved the file. I know I did not save my changes. And you do that, that lets you out. So now if I go back in there, my changes won't be saved. So all my stuff's gone. I'm going to reread my subnet chart file. So there we go. I have my my subnet chart back in there. I think that was all I wanted to do with that. I talked about that, saving, exiting. Alright, so I think that covers most of the stuff our book was going to go over with VI. I will again reiterate that it is not very user-friendly, and the only way to get good at using it is to practice. Oh, now I'm looking over the book. I see one other thing I should tell you. If you make a change, like for example, say I wanted to append some something to every one of these lines, Shift A for append, put a comma, you know, subnet chart. Say for some reason I wanted to put that on every line. I don't know why I might want to do that, but just say I wanted to do that. Once you make a change, if you want to repeat that exact same change, you can use the period to redo the thing you just did. So right now I'm going to put a period, and it's going to append to the end of the line the subnet chart. I use this all the time when I'm doing scripting and stuff. It makes things so easy, so much easier. If you realize you screwed something up like 6 places, you can just fix it one time and then go back through and hit the period to put it everywhere you want. All right, so that was that. I did it too many times. So that was the period to repeat changes. I think. Oh, a couple other things I should tell you. I guess if you want to search for particular text in the file, you can hit escape, put a slash in whatever you're looking for. Say I wanted to find 1024. I do that. That takes my cursor to 1024. You know, say I wanted to look for 64. That takes me to 64. If I want to find the next occurrence, say that's not the 64 I'm looking for, I can use the N key to find the next occurrence. If you get to the bottom, it'll wrap back around and keep searching. So N takes you through all your different things. The book has some extra characters you can use to find the beginning of the string and end of the string and all that kind of stuff. You can look at those. I'm not going to go through that. Another thing the book says, leaving VI temporarily. You can also go out of VI temporarily to do some things. So if you want to get out temporarily, you can do this, and then you can issue a command you want. So if you want to go back to the shell, you can do escape : type bash. Not bash. Why didn't that work? Bash. Yeah, exclamation point bash. And now I'm in my shell. So say if you're editing your file and you can't remember the file name you want to read, you can go out and look at it. When you type exit, you'll go back into VI. So that was getting out of VI temporarily. You can change your display to display some different things. Like if you're a programmer, perhaps you might want to see line numbers. This is an example of the book game. So you can do set number, and that will turn on line numbers. So if you look at this, now your file has been pushed over a little bit, but you have line numbers. So that might be helpful. A lot of times if you write scripts and you get errors, it'll say error on line 16. So this might make it easier to find line 16. Another thing you can do to find the line numbers is you can, in command mode, type in a number and hit the Shift G. That'll take you to line 7. So I just did 7 Shift G, and that took me to line number 7. If you want to go to the bottom of the file, you can just hit Shift G. So let's go 1 Shift G, capital G. I'm at the top of the file. I hit Shift G. That takes me to the bottom of the file. If I want to go to line 15, I hit 15 Shift G, and I'm at line 15. So that's another thing. And that's about it for VI, as far as I can recall what I wanted to talk about.